Well. Alright, first and foremost, we want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. We give double honor to the apostles and the elders of the Great Millstone. We give a hearty shalom to all you sincere Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity. And any Akwat that might be out there listening. Another week, come out here and prophesy the downfall of America like it's commanded of us to do in the scriptures. We go out in the highways and byways, alright, to stir up our people, stir up the Israel by their pure minds by way of remembrance. That's what we come out here to do. It's not received well on the majority by the people. You know, the people like to scoff at us. They like to, make jokes. But a lot of that is going to be to their detriment, to their death. And those that we're out here for, which is the elect, we're hoping that they hear and adhere to the word and come back and come back into the fold. Like the scriptures talk about being the lost sheep of the house of Israel. We're out here for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. We're here to break strongholds. One of the biggest strongholds is the Roman Catholic Church or the Christianity or Islam, right? And it's heavily indoctrinating our people, those three major so-called religions. There's strongholds on our people, all right? Precept?
Yeah, get some.
We ain't gonna do anything. We ain't going to anything specific. We're just kind of going in the spirit right now. We're gonna see where the spirit takes us. The wind, how it goes. That's kind of our job as prophets, is just teach the word. That a lot of our people, they have the zeal, but not according to knowledge. So we're just out here to give y'all the knowledge, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Everything we received from the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, from the teaching of men, okay? Our apostles and elders of the Great Millstone.
I got some real fast on this, brother.
Yeah, you can bring it out.
Okay, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai so cometh as a thief in the night."
Right, meaning the times that the Lord write unto you, there's no really reason to write the dates and stuff like that, because we all know that the Lord's coming is going to be as a thief in the night when no one expects it. And that's why it seems so pointless that we're coming out here. Like, why y'all even come out here? Because we have the faith, we can see afar off. The majority of people can't see afar off. They see from the day to day or the long term here in America. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be a CEO in the next 10 years of my company and all this and build up and lay up and all that. They don't foresee the evil, the dangers like the prophets of the Lord do.
That's right.
So we understand that the Lord's coming is gonna be like that, as if a thief in the night. So we understand that, but we come out here day in and day out, or week in and week out. We do our our videos, and we constantly meditate in the scriptures day in and day out, because we know that there's going to be a time when the Lord come back, and we have to make sure that we are acceptable men for salvation.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, stuff from the top, it says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Yep.
For you know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai so cometh as a thief in the night."
Yep. And Yahushai said that. Yahushai said that no one knows the time or the hour but the Most High in heaven. He said, not even me.
That's
okay?
right.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them."
Yep. That's when us say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. And that's what we're out here to teach y'all. That's what we're out here to warn y'all about, the sudden destruction that cometh. And the only way you're going to get any type of protection from it is by trusting in Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? By having the knowledge, wisdom in these scriptures. And, praising the Lord, praising the Most High, because He's really what's going to deliver you. Anytime something bad happens and you're able to escape any type of crazy situation, that's all the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's all the Spirit, moving. So you don't get, have any evil happen upon you.
That's right. If I may add, brother, too, it said, peace and safety. And in modern times, what we're seeing right now is, we've gone into the election, all these things, but all these things are coinciding where peace and safety is being stirred up in America. They believe that their country's being brought back to how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
When you look into the Republicans and Democrats, it goes into the two horns of that lamb. Okay, one horn, which would be the Republicans, is now that they have the Senate, the House, and everything, they're propping up to expose people, to basically cradle the American people back to sleep, basically thinking everything's okay. And that's when the Lord said, then sudden destruction is going to come upon them.
Yeah, because the problem with this is because of the internet and because of the way you can easily access information and the way it's so easily to publicize information, they have to now create the angle of, yeah, there is bad people out there and we're going to bring them down. There's all this, because the thing is that all these people are getting exposed. This is stuff we've been saying, even our elders and apostles have been saying for many, many years, and now it's really coming out to the light, to the everyday person. It's like there's no way you can't not believe it.
That's right.
So now they're spinning it, you know, in a way in which it's like, okay, like, you know, this is what the people want to see. The people want to see the truth. They want to see the lists. They want to see all the lists, the Diddy list, the Epstein list. You know, they want to see everybody, you know, that was going to these fucking, you know, crazy ass parties and shit like that. They want to see that, but it's all by design, really. Like, they have no choice but to start releasing some shit, you know. And they say, you know, they gotta tell, in order to tell some lies, you gotta tell a lot of truths, you know. So
well, because the average Edomite in America at one point for the past probably what's the span? When did Obama get in office? 08?
2008, yeah.
Yeah, from 08 all the way until fucking this year, the average Edomite, especially the male Edomite, he had no faith in America and stuff. So what? They was all in troubling times. Things was going up and down. People weren't really. There was no peace and safety, so to speak, man. Okay. Now that Trump is in office, they're propping up that peace and safety spirit to where they think everything's okay. But this is all according to prophecy, because we got World War III on the horizon. We got on top of that, Trump is putting Elon Musk as in the Department of Efficiency, which is going to lead into the MOT system. Okay. You know, all these things are happening at the same time. It's no coincidence. This is all prophecy happening before our eyes.
And these people don't realize that everything in the last couple of years now, even dating back further, the last 20 years, 30 years, and we have been in a rapid decline, as though it seems as though we're, you know, in a few short time, we've been on a quote unquote incline, right? Right. It's like if you guys are familiar with the stock market, right? When a stock does really well, it has a new floor and a new ceiling, or vice versa, right? If a stock does really bad, it has a new floor and a new ceiling. Meaning, like, if you look at the stock for the last week and it's trending up, and you look at it for the week, you're like, man, it's doing pretty good, right? But you look at it for the last 5 years, it was maybe $100 stock, and it was, you know, going up, right, for the last, you know, year. And you look at it for the last week, and it's like going up. But guess what? That stock's only worth $5. So you look at it for the full 5 years, it literally took this major decline. And it's just a small, you know, 1 week where it's going up. So you think it's like, yeah, the new ceiling is the floor, or the new floor is the ceiling.
That's right. Damn.
So America right now, what that once great nation, the floor is now its ceiling. It's now at such a decline, and as you see it, you know, peak up, it's not going to ever be its one great nation. It is so much on a decline as the damn penny stock. All right, America is a fucking penny stock, and it is ever going to reach its former glory. Okay? Although it seems, as the trend goes, as the days go, it's like, oh, look at that. You know, today it's, you know, everything's going good. Look at how things are going good, you know?
Right.
You got this fucking bullshit holiday coming in. People are buying and spending for their so-called loved ones. All this other madness, okay? But the America's finished, man. If you don't see that it's finished, then you just have no discernment. Yep. You have no discernment.
Quick precept real fast. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse.
You guys couldn't even figure out who to go first.
This is 2nd Ezra 16.
It's obviously a fucking one way. Someone's got, and he had more of the right of way than anything, because this guy was coming up this way, so he had the right of way, but they can't fucking figure that out, apparently.
It's fucking Ezra 16 and 19. It says,
they can't
and
figure
behold,
it out.
It's like if a car is double parked and you have to go, you don't just fucking drive in the damn fucking in the oncoming traffic. This is technically, they said that dude technically had the right of way, but they can't figure it out, you know.
Yep.
Motherfuckers should be on the fucking street with the goddamn bicycles. But they want to get mad at us because we're on the sidewalk.
Right.
Ain't you supposed to be on the street though? You fight so hard for them fucking bike lanes, but you want to be on the sidewalk. And get mad at us. I don't even mind that you're on the sidewalk, but don't get fucking mad because we on the sidewalk. Slug me. Fucking idiots.
The 2nd Ezra 16 and 19, it says, behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish.
Yo, read that again. That's beautiful. Read it with some authority.
That's right. It says, the 2nd Ezra 16 and 19, behold.
But remember, we persuade the people by the terrors of the Lord. These are the terrors of the Lord. Y'all want to act like, you know, the Lord all, you know, rainbows and butterflies, man. It's not like that. The way that Christianity portrays Cesare Borgia, that's how you think that, that how the Lord is. That's not how the Lord is, man. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, he's a power that is not to be messed with.
That's right.
It says the Lord is a man of war. Someone get that real quick. That's a quick cut. Go ahead.
That's right. It
It
says
says Exodus 15:13, I think.
it says,
15:3.
behold,
The Lord is a
famine
man of war.
and plague, tribulation and anguish
Yep.
are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah, set as scourges for amendment. And there's a lot of amends that need to be made, okay?
That's right.
Israel, number one, being an offender of the Lord and his commandments, you have to be judged, man. You have to be taken down. And then the other nations that put us down into subjection, you have to get paid. You have to get paid for that, man. There has to be retribution or tribulation paid onto you.
That's right. And amendment means to change. So the Lord's bringing all these things, famine, the plagues,
Yep.
really for you Israelites to change your ways, man.
Yep.
These should be indicators in the spirit, like, damn, all this shit's happening. You have back-to-back hurricanes this year, like that were fucking category 4 for some shit, which is like fucking extreme. Back-to-back, not even like a wait period. One ended and the next one came, where people are dying in multiple droves. These things are sent for scourges, meaning chastisements, for you to change your ways and turn back to the Heavenly Father. But it's only for the elect. The elect are going to see these things and be like, oh shit, the Lord is obviously on his way back, let me get right.
Yep.
But for the majority of our people, they're not going to even, take heed to it. And that's what the scripture's about to say. It says,
Our people are too fucking concerned with the goddamn bread and circus, like that damn Mike Tyson fight.
oh, that shit pissed me off.
I mean, and then the thing is, like, you only have a small group of people that know that it's like, it's all a fucking money grab. Like, I'm not even gonna waste my time, And then some people that knew it was a money grab, they still watched it, but like, these people, man, they just fucking threw, man. The bread and circus got them people, tripped up. And don't get me wrong, I like watch my sports here and there, but I don't get into like these fucking people get into it, man. Like, we all know it's bread and circus. We all know it's all bullshit. It's just crazy how into it these people get, man. These people really get into this shit, man.
The excitement of America is tanked, man.
Yeah,
it
man.
shows you this kingdom is done for.
Yeah. And it shows you how reliant our, remember, that is really important. Our people are reliant on these bread and circus, because when 2020 hit and all that shit was cut off, these people were fucking through, man. They were like begging for something. Like, listen, they didn't care what sport was on TV as long as it was something.
Yeah,
something to keep them pacified, man. That's why that damn Netflix show, the Tiger, what is that, Tiger King or whatever like that? That was like the biggest hit during that time, because at least it was some sort of entertainment during that freaking, during the time of everybody being locked in the house and shit.
That, and what's the other one? With the fucking damn. No, with the red light, green light shit. Fuck. Squid Game. Yeah. People was hooked on that shit.
Yep.
It was like, where's season 2 at?
Yep.
That's how people felt. But these things, those are all bread and circus shows and games and different things that come out to really pacify your people, to keep your mind not focused on the real deal what's happening in the world.
Ain't that when they started OnlyFans too, around COVID time and all that?
It was popular even before then. It just really took off. Like, it really took off.
It was really for business.
Yeah,
And then women took it over and made it to what it is now.
Yeah, because these hoes basically just, internet thoughts or internet prostitutes, I like to call them. They're literally prostitutes just on the internet.
Yeah, this brother could have had a secret book club that, if he had like some type of status in the world, he could have had a book club that people subscribe to, and then they become part of that OnlyFans originally, and then you're part of the book club. You're on the insider. That's what it was originally for. It's like another Patreon and stuff. But then women took it and ran with that shit. And, it is what it is.
Yep, great.
I was reading on it says 2 Ezra 16 and 20 and 21.
Yeah, reread that part again. So we get back to the. I think there was a point I made. I made a point about the freaking whole.
19. It says, "Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment."
Yep.
It says, "But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges."
Yep, and our people aren't going to turn from their wickedness, even though all this hell is going to be befalling them. Like, And then a lot of people just think that, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean it is what it is, man? Like, no, like the thing is, like, when we catch hell and stuff like that, we know it is what it is. But these people just think that, like, that's what it is. And no, we understand that we are rulers, all right? We understand that there's a a heaven stored away for us. All right. We understand that this is Esau's kingdom, not Jacob's kingdom. We understand that Jacob's kingdom is about to be restored, and we're about to be brought into that. You know, Lord willing, we be of the elect. We understand that. So when we understand that when things are going wrong, we understand that the reasons why. We don't just say, oh, you know what, you know, Esau's in power. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
It's okay that, you know, all these alphabet communities are just, you know, ruling up over us. Like, no, we're still gonna talk about how wrong it is. We're still gonna lift our voice up like a trumpet to show Israel our sins.
Yeah.
Or show Israel their sins.
Yeah, because like when Jake says it is what it is, they say it in a form of acceptance. Like, Esau's my ruler, Esau's my God, this and that, you know. But when we say it is what it is, we like, you know, we know we catching hell for a certain period of time. We know Jake is going to be wicked in a certain period of time. We know Esau has a certain period where he going to rule. But we know that, you know, eventually it's all going to come crumbling down. All right? And we're going to be the ones in power.
You got, right? Can you give me a rise and depart for this is not your wrist?
Even in that sense, it's like
our
art.
Oh, no.
Even in that sense, art is what it is art. When we say it is what it is, we know all roads lead to the kingdom of heaven.
Right. Yep.
These people is what it is. It's like, no, life is.
It is. Hey, it is what it is. In the next 4 years, we have another chance. We have another opportunity. That's what there is. What it is.
Yeah.
Fucking mine is minuscule. You know, listen. I won't even talk about it. But you know,
we know at the end of the day that everything that's happening has to happen before the kingdom comes. So we're like, when we're seeing certain things where these people were like, with the election, I just keep on using that because that's the most recent event. People were losing their damn minds, and other people were like, we got another 4 years until we can get him out of office, this, that, and third. But the man of the Lord was like, hey, we really don't give a fuck about this, but if this is how the Lord wants this bitch to go out, so be it. All roads lead to the kingdom of heaven.
Exactly.
You know? At the end of the day, no matter how it happens, we might want it to happen a certain way, but ultimately how the Lord wants it to happen, it's going to happen. So we know that the kingdom of heaven is next.
And that's the funny thing. That's why when people ask you, oh, did you vote? And like that's why I was like, my go-to saying is like, my political views is above your understanding. Because the crazy thing is, if I start telling you like, listen, I want the guy in office that's gonna bring World War III. I want the guy in office that's gonna bring all out fucking chaos. They're gonna look at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? So whoever I can vote for to get him in office, but I already know like it doesn't matter. I don't have no say into that. You know, it's all about the Lord's plan, the Lord's will. And the elites got their own, their own thing. They think that they're doing anything of their own accord. So I'm not, concerning myself with this societal system, thinking that like, oh, you got that right to vote, you should exercise it. Man, fuck them rights. All right.
That's right.
The right I'm looking for is to fucking tear your goddamn head off. You know, the right that says the saints of the Lord are going to take the kingdom. That's the right I'm looking for. Given to me by my Holy Father and His Son, Yahweh Shema Shai. Right. We're going to wait upon that right from the Lord. Go ahead. You got a little more than that?
Just a little bit more.
It
says,
and then whatever priest says we'll hit him because.
All right.
It says we'll always be mindful of the scourge. So our people are not going to be mindful of the things that's happening in the world. Just to keep on. It is what it is. Spirit. It says, verse 21. But behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
It's funny, I had this very vivid dream last night, and it was kind of crazy, man. It was like I was on like I want to say I was like basically like in New York, because I know that I seen water and I seen a like a battleship of some sort off in the distance, and I guess it was stuck or some sort, and it kept getting like closer and closer, but I remember that everyone kept like surrounding around it, like before you know, there's all these people on like this beach type land looking at the ship come closer and closer and like kind of marveled at it. And I know that I was like, oh, this some shit about to pop off with this thing. This is a war vessel. Like this is about to fucking let a damn bomb go off.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, behind me was like a giant tower. There's a whole bunch of people up there like also looking down at this warship. And I just remember a bomb like getting like rolled off. I think it was like accidentally dropped or like that. And I remember like looking at it and like me and a couple other people just ran away from it because we knew, this shit about to fucking explode. And the shit exploded and killed a whole bunch of people and shit, like wounded a whole bunch of a massive explosion. And you know, like later in the dream, it was kind of like revealed that like it was like literally someone just like fucking just insidely just trying to like listen, like I'm dropping a bomb on these fucking people, right? But anyways, it was funny how everyone was just like so infatuated with what was going on. Meanwhile, like, yo, this shit is about to pop off. Like, why are y'all so concerned about, you know, or like amazed and like awe about what's about to be your destruction, you know? So like these people think that, you know, when they think peace and safety, sudden destruction really is gonna come upon them. You know, you don't understand that everything that's lining up right now is lining up for World War III. It's lining up for, you know, you to be, you know, without power, all right, without food, without water. You don't understand what you're really getting yourself, what's really about to happen. And the only saving grace that you have, and it's only for the elect, because the other nations and everybody else, man, you're going to suffer, and you're ultimately going to be put into you know, slavery, realistically. But the only ones that really have any type of sense of getting a reward or getting protection is by following these commandments, following these laws, statutes, and commandments, following the Lord, and getting into the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It says that that's going to be the stability of our time.
That's right.
The stability when all hell is breaking loose.
I actually, if you want me to get that real fast, Isaiah 33 and 6.
Con, you gonna come with that? Actually,
Yeah,
do you have Exodus still? The Lord is a man of war.
I got it.
Can we get that real quick?
Yeah,
I feel like I
come
recorded that a while back.
So this Exodus chapter 15 and 3.
Oh, that's what's fixed it 15:3. Yeah.
So it says Exodus chapter 15 and 3, the Lord Yahweh is a man of war.
There you go. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. Not like that damn stupid bimbo said. All right, what was it? Is that isn't that fucking Ariana Grande talking about the God as a woman?
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Had that bullshit ass song singing about it. Yeah.
You see what she looks like now, right?
Stupid dumbass hoe. Anyways, well, let's say the scriptures. Let's say what the scriptures say. Go ahead, read it again.
It says Exodus chapter 15 and 3, the Lord Yahweh is a man of war.
Yep, and that already cut all you liberal feminists heart. Y'all already screaming out.
Burn the Bible.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all screaming, no, no! Whatever that fucking bitch was screaming when Trump was like, yeah, no, no! Yeah. They read the Lord is a man of war and they start screaming profusely. All right, like a banshee. Go. Yeah.
She was like, why?
Why? Yo, he
was a
want to
damn
laugh.
demon, man. Nah, then one dude with the lawn care, he's like, nah.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, imagine them in Jacob's trouble, man.
Oh my gosh, man! I think the scriptures talk about how these women are gonna be in Jacob's trouble, man. Like, yo, they don't understand. Yo, y'all don't understand how bad y'all really gonna have it. Y'all just don't even know.
That's when Isaiah 4 and 1 going.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
mean, even what? I mean, the scriptures say how the men, you know, even the men are gonna be like,
yeah,
the woman, you know, just crying. So hey.
So if men are like that, how much more?
Exactly. Yep. God, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You got a precept. You said you wanted to preach on that real quick?
Isaiah has quoted it. It's Isaiah 33 and 6. And it reads, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Read it again.
This is Isaiah 33 and 6.
Yep.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Wisdom and knowledge in the scriptures, right? Wisdom and knowledge in the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's where your stability is gonna lie. All right. Not in no freaking, wisdom and knowledge and how to, reload and unload and clean a gun real fast. You know, going to the gun range and having the knowledge of, hit everything on the mark. That's not the wisdom and knowledge that's going to be your stability. The wisdom and knowledge is going to be the faith and reliance on Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right.
And the words that he spoke in this book.
And the word stability in the Hebrew is amuan, which means faith.
Yep.
So the wisdom and knowledge. First, I was going to, Job 28 and 28. Wisdom, real wisdom is the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai, and understanding is the depart from evil. So the wisdom that we're going to have is through the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai, which is going to keep us from taking the MOTB, is that fear of the Lord, okay, and the knowledge of what his power, man. How he's able to destroy you. In an instant, how Jacob is but a worm, we have no defense but Yahweh by Shema Shai. This is the wisdom and knowledge that's going to be keeping us in that time that we're going to hold dearest to us. It says, in strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai is his treasure. So it's the strength of our salvation. That's where our salvation lies in, is in the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai. It says our treasure. And your treasure, you don't just let it out to everybody. You hold that dearest to you. That's what we hold the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai to us, because what? Through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men. Okay? You know, through the terrors of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and knowing what he's capable of. Brothers saying all types of videos in the chat of judgment. That's what to stir up more fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai within us, so we know in that time not to defy his orders.
Right.
You know. Yep. That was it on this one.
If you can get me Psalms 111 and 10 real quick, and then
So 111 and 10.
Yep.
This is Psalms 111 and 10, and it reads. It says the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the beginning of wisdom.
Yep. Read that again.
Yep. This is Psalms 111 and 10. It says the fear of Yahweh Bashim
He's allowed to do
Yahushai
that.
is the beginning
It's
of
okay if
wisdom.
he do it.
Yep. So the fear of the Lord, the brother just read the fear of the Lord. So I'm now qualifying what is the fear of the Lord. First off, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? Read it again.
That's right. It says the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the beginning of wisdom.
Yep.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
There you go. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
Right.
So those of you that are not exercising the Lord's commandments, even from the littlest to the greatest, you don't have no understanding. Okay?
That's right. And one of those commandments is actually to have faith.
Yep.
You know, you got a lot of Jake that don't push faith. You got a lot of Jake that don't push in the name of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, but we know those of the elected in the nation of Israel, they're going to rely and trust on the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai no matter what. You know, in all the situations, they're going to call upon him. Matter of fact.
And the reason why, you know, when I always say it too when I bring out like the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord, is literally to fear the repercussions of your actions, right? That's how you fear the Lord.
That's right.
Right before you move, right before you do something, right before any type of action, you think to yourself like, damn, how will the Lord respond if I do this? Remember, because the scriptures talk about how the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Damn.
So we tell you all brothers all the time, this ain't out here, we ain't out here men pleasing, all right, or out here to for the men, right? We don't try to glory ourselves amongst men. We know that we're trying to glory, or we're trying to gain glory in the sight of the Lord, not in the sight of men. Okay, so we understand that when we move, especially, and that's the basis of the definition of integrity is integrity of doing something when no one else is around. So how we move with the thought of, okay, how is the Lord going to judge me for this? That's ultimately the fear of the Lord, being afraid of what the Lord will do to you for your actions, for the consequences for your actions. The majority of our people in Israel don't have no fear of anything. They don't think that there's going to be any type of consequences for their actions. It talks about how that because the execution against an evil work has not happened expediently or speedily, therefore it's fully set in their evil mind to do evil. All right, so they're not concerned about any type of fear, especially no fear in the Lord. But we generally fear, okay, have a fear of the Lord, and we do that by following his commandments, because we know that the scriptures talk about how if you don't follow the commandments, this is what was going to happen to you. Okay?
That's right.
Yeah, the scriptures also say all the sinners of my people should bow by the sword.
There you go.
What's the sin? Sin is transgression of the law.
Exactly, yep.
Oh, you
Yep.
quoted it, brother, and I got it real fast. This is
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.
Yep.
It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men are fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, and why is that? Because they're not afraid. They have no fear. They don't understand that what the Lord can really do to you. The Lord can literally rip you apart, rip you to shreds.
Have you still alive?
Someone get me that real quick. Who should not be utterly beaten to powder at the Lord's presence?
Oh yeah, the second Ezra 16. The second Ezra 16,
Read that real quick.
verse 11.
Yep.
I start at verse 10. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear?
Yep.
He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?
Yep.
The Lord Yahweh Bashim.
Yeah, and remember when Israel wanted to hear the Lord talk, he brought thunders and loud lightnings, loud lightnings, and it would scare the people. They said, "Oh man, we don't want to." Actually, you know what? We'll talk to you, Moses.
Well, that still is Jake today.
Yep.
I remember back in middle school, even in high school, I remember in college at one point, there would be a bad thunderstorm, especially when I was in the Carolinas. It'd be a real bad thunderstorm, and at first it's just raining. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear a loud crackle,
Yep.
and all the women in the fucking school,
Yep.
everyone's like, oh shit. But it might even shake you out your damn sleep and shit. You're like, oh shit, So how much more, you know, it shows you that the Lord even still does it today in an instance with the basic elements and shit. So how much more back then and how much more now that the Lord is gonna shake these people up and really show them why he should be feared.
Yep.
You know, we're living in a time where for the fear of the Lord is gonna be so instrumental that the people that don't have it, they're gonna wish they had it, but it's gonna be too late. The fear is either you fear the Lord now or fear the Lord later, and that later is gonna come with a death sentence.
Yeah.
You know? So this is I got it. This is verse 11 says, Yahweh Bashim Shai shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
Damn. He's threatening, and he's gonna beat you to powder at his presence, man. That's what's happening. The Lord is a man of war. He's a vengeful power. All right. He is a long-suffering power, right? But the scriptures talk about the Lord revengeth. Okay. I think that's Nahum, maybe. I think. The Lord is the God. The Most High is jealous. We can get that. But yeah, the point is, he is who should not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. That's what the Lord's coming to do to you people, man. Beat you to powder.
Or when the soccer team, the brother posted up in one of the chats, there was a soccer team, and it looked like it was regular soccer practice, and all of a sudden a lightning strike hit one guy, and all like 7 of them fell out. Like from, mind you, the guy that got hit by the strike, he actually perished.
Damn.
And stuff. But everybody, the shock still fucking got everybody there and stuff. Everybody just dropped at the same time. I was like, oh shit.
Is that the one where they were leaning on the tree?
No, not that one.
There's one where a whole bunch of people were leaning on a tree and the fucking lightning struck and they all literally just knocked out. They all dropped. Just like that.
Because they say lightning, if it hits one person, it's gonna jump transfer to everybody else. Mind you, these men were like several feet apart.
Damn.
And stuff, several feet apart. You know, in soccer, everybody's not fucking close to each other and shit. But that one lightning strike hit the one dude, he perished on spot. But everybody else,
damn.
One was critically injured, one was critically burned. Everybody else, some other dude was fidgeting and shit. So we know through the fear of the Lord, through these certain judgments, what the Lord is capable of. But like the brother said in spirit, our people don't have a sense of fear because they don't have a sense of repercussions for their actions and stuff, man. You know, Jake think they can do anything, and as long as they don't get caught by Esau, it shows you that they reverence Esau more than the Lord. You know, as long as they don't get caught by Esau, everything's all good.
Y'all see these weird judgments happening. Remember the guy that got covered by the asphalt? He went under his truck to fix something, and the asphalt dumped all over him. His skin fell off, and in Paco Speed Line, a lady was on the train station. The tree went through the window and killed her. What's the movie it's a lot of Final Destination judgments happening like right now, man. They don't understand where it's coming from.
There's one Jake, I don't know, the brother who out of North Carolina, he always sends videos of it. I don't know where the brother find these videos at. There's one fucking Northern Kingdom, he's running down the fucking street. And you're like, where's he running from? And all of a sudden it's a fucking, I don't know how big of a snake, but the snake was so big and it was like an anaconda or some type of python.
Yeah.
That shit, it had to be, I really believe it was an anaconda because anacondas get bigger like that. The way it sat up, it's like chest of the fucking anaconda, the thing stood about this big, this fucking wide, and fucking swarmed to the sea running after this nigga. Bro,
anacondas can get ridiculously big. They can swallow entire alligators, entire cattle, bro.
And that's not even as big as they get. Like
some anacondas. Actually, there was a story. I'll look it up. I think there was a story about a girl who had a pet snake, and it literally fucking swallowed that bitch whole.
They said it starved itself.
Yeah.
The snake
it starved itself just to get
so it can swallow. That came out like 6 months ago. Something.
It might have been a little further back today, but yeah.
And what it will do, like, see, this is all showing why you should figure how about Shemal Shai. It's because the Lord got what's called spirits created for vengeance, and I'm gonna get that in the spirit. Wow. But like, what a snake will do is if it sees you and it thinks that you're a reputable meal, it'll starve itself out, but then also it'll lay itself next to you to see. Like literally measuring itself to see, damn, how can I fit this bitch inside? You know, that's exactly how these animals work. So after a while, he'll be like, all right, I need to grow a little bit. So I might eat a little bit here and there, like nibble on some shit so I can grow. And then afterwards, eat your ass, man. And it's all, like, I'm telling you, the Lord is not to be played with, bro. These are the type of judgments. And if you don't mind, brother, I'm going to quickly get this spirits of vengeance real quick.
Yeah, so there was Daniel Brandon in 2018 that happened to, a Pennsylvania man in 2022. So that's literally right here. You know, that's two accounts. But yep. I know there's more, but yeah, that's the terror of the Lord, man. You're not, and that, a lot of our people don't do risk assessment, I don't know if y'all understand what risk assessment is, but it's assessing a risk of something, right? So if I know that walking out in the middle of the street or standing very close to the street, there's a certain risk attached to it, right? Not waiting for the light to turn green or red. There's a how can you say, a cause and effect, right? Or something, right? So
There's a consequence.
it's a consequence, right? So you gotta do risk assessment. There's a lot of people that just do whatever the fuck and don't risk, like doing no assessment. Like, yeah, you might be able to get across the street without looking, but why would I put myself in that type of danger?
Yeah.
The majority of our people put themselves in that danger willingly because they just don't have no risk assessment, or they're so concerned about that little bit of pleasure that they don't understand the risk that's involved. All right, you got to deal with the probability of things, right? And with the Lord being on your side, like the probability of you getting killed doing some dumb shit is a lot more likely, if you're doing dumb shit, Right. Now, could you be doing everything right and some bad shit happen? Absolutely, But you gotta, one, believe in Yahweh Shema Shai and just consider the things you're doing. Be circumspect, be wise, right? That's what a lot of these scriptures are teaching you is to be wise and be circumspect. Trust in the Lord, But doing so, you have to, assess the situations a lot of times and say, okay, what should I do here? What's going to bring me the most, what's going to allow me? Because, the scriptures talk about not tempting the Lord. You ain't going to do just do any old willy-nilly thing because, you think you have the Lord on your side.
Yeah.
That's why Yahweh Shai said, I can, jump up, but why would I tempt the Lord, and put this fleshly body, at risk like that,
Yeah.
I got this, brother, for you. Cause
Listen, we have full faith in the Lord to deliver us from all manners of evil, just like He did with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, just like He did with the many men, of old. But we also know not to tempt the Lord. We also know not to think that we're something that we're not.
yes, you don't just run into a fucking burning building and say, "Oh, Lord, go protect me."
Yeah, yep.
It's fucking dumb.
Yep.
No, man, you fucking. If it's a burning building, you try to get out as much as possible. Then, if you can't get out, the Lord going to deliver you, man.
Exactly,
Yep. It's not. Oh, let me just fucking throw myself into this fire, and then the Lord go. No, bro. The Lord gets you when you have no capability of delivering yourself or saving yourself, so to speak. So the Lord delivers you from that situation. But I want to read this real fast for you.
Yeah. Con, we got to read the rest of the precepts then. You got something, right? Got a couple things.
Yeah.
You got something.
Yeah, this is a Sirach 39, verse 28 through 31. It says, "There be spirits created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, and in the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him."
There you go. So a lot of these people, freaking all of a sudden just snap, and they do shootings or like that. That was really like. That was all sanctioned by the Lord from the moment they were born. Like, the Lord could have easily had it to where He knew that person was going to, go on a killing spree and, put him down out of his misery. But that was, that's crazy. Sheesh. But that was all set up by the Lord, right? That, even that spirit is even put on these animals to put vengeance on these people, right?
That's right. Well, the Jeffrey Dahmer spirits, the Son of Sam's, the fucking Chainsaw Massacre spirits, best believe in these last days, them spirits is gonna be coming out.
Yep. Height is gonna be
at an all-time high because what? There's gonna be no repercussions. Yep. Scriptures tell you that what a man shall be able to go in a city slot. A man is gonna be able to do every once with no course of action behind it. Meaning what? A man's gonna be able to do whatever the hell he wants. All right. It said the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's the one I want to get, right? It said, well, so whatever a man desires to do, he's going to be able to do it with no consequence. So what? Them spirits is going to come the fuck out. A woman, you did this man dirty and shit, whole time he's holding back his true feelings of fucking destroying you, but he got to deal with the court system, this, that, and third. That spirit of fucking Jeffrey Dahmer is going to come on his ass and fucking demolish you women. Yep. Same thing with you niggas out here that want to be tough guys and shit. The Lord got a fucking a Dexter type dude behind the closed doors looking at your ass, wanting to get your ass, man. These are spirits created for vengeance, man.
Serial killers out there, man.
Straight up. It says there be spirits created for vengeance, and vengeance, that word vengeance goes to the word.
Yeah, who's creating those spirits? Who do you think's creating those spirits, man?
So people will say, "Oh, it's the devil."
Yeah, it's the devil. Yeah. It's the devil. Or some people say, I don't know what happened. Johnny was just such a good man. I don't know what made him snap. Listen, the Lord, all right? The Lord put the spirit on him to snap.
That's right.
You know, the Lord made sure everything happened the way it's supposed to happen so this man could just one day just fucking snap, all right? Just start to take matters into his own hands, you know? Even, you know, or if it's, you know, if it's one of Esau's, you know, ways of setting things up and, you know what I mean? One of those type of deals, I mean, that's also sanctioned by the Lord, man. It's just what it is, yep.
It says, verse 29, it says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
Yep.
Teeth of wild beasts.
Yep.
Scorpions.
Yep.
Serpents.
Yep.
The sword punishing the wicked to destruction.
Yep.
They shall rejoice at his commandment. They shall be ready upon earth when need is.
Yep. There you go.
And when their time come, they shall not transgress his word.
Damn.
So when that time, like verse said, when that time comes, that switch is, you know, turned on. They gonna go and do exactly what the Lord programmed them to do in the first place. So he might look like a regular dude. He go to work 9 to 5. He look like a good guy. He got a family. All of a sudden, in the middle of the night, fucking the Lord turns on that switch. He takes out his whole family, takes out the block.
Yep.
You know, goes around the corner and sees this one woman that's been fucking over Jake. Says, something telling me to get your ass. And he's gonna get your ass. There's gonna be a lot of those spirits out in these days.
And people's own pets. People, like, you know, people love their pets. Their own pets is gonna start attacking them. Teeth of wild beasts.
You know what's crazy, man? Did you know that, like, the spirit, man, that's in these people, like, that's literally what they're destined to do. You have people that literally just snap one day. Everyone's like, you had the Pennsylvania, and that Pennsylvania up there, you know, close to my hometown, where it was over like a snow situation. And this dude just said, you know what, fuck it, and snapped, killed them two, and then killed himself. It's like his whole life was just to kill them people and then kill himself. Because he has nothing now to show for anything, just other than he just killed two bodies in himself. You know? Lived his entire life just to take the life of two and then take the life of his own.
Damn.
Over something so stupid, over some snow. You know, and this bitch, you want to run her mouth. Get them both killed.
Yep.
Shows you the fear of the Lord.
Was it? Yeah, he was warning them too. I'm just surprised at the, like.
They stood out there just waiting on him.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Then he had the gun in his face. What are you gonna do? Oh! You shot me! Like, no shit, man. Why'd you shoot me? Like, bro, what you got? This devil's
he took out his son and the woman. Oh, yeah, bro.
The guy and the woman. And he was always, like threatening him. And then, like, the crazy thing is, after he shot him, he had the craziness to go back into his house to bring another gun out to really execute these motherfuckers, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy. But that's a spirit of the Lord upon these people, creating all this commotion, this craziness, man. Like, that's why we fear the Lord. So we know that spirit that enters in these people to do that craziness, you know, that's the Lord. Go ahead. Did I sit on that?
Yeah, that's it on
that.
This is the book of Proverbs 1:27. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
There you go.
For they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
Right. When you had the opportunity to seek the knowledge and fear the Lord, you disregarded it. But when you had now that you see all this hell happening, now that you see that the Lord is that true power, now all of a sudden you want to try to seek to Him.
Yep.
By that time it's gonna be too late, man. It's gonna be too late. Go ahead. You want to add to it?
No, that was it. Yep.
You got a precept? You got something?
Yeah, I got
Go,
it.
you go.
God, so this is Sirach
Yeah, I
chapter
can get
16
something
and
else.
11. And if there be one stiff neck among the people,
Damn.
it is memorable if he escape unpunished.
Damn.
For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure.
Yep.
It says, as his mercy is great, so is his correction also.
Yep.
He judgeth a man according to his works.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, so hey,
Break
going
it
to
down,
that point, hey, so
Beautiful, man.
if there's any, 2/3 out here, or of course, anybody who's stiff-necked, they're rejecting the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It says, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished.
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty much they won't escape unpunished.
Yeah.
It says, for mercy and wrath are with him. So, a lot of our people, they have it, misunderstood that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai just, all loving power. And, he doesn't judge anything. only sane is the one who puts out judgment. That's their belief. Which really, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the one who controls good and evil.
That's right.
As it says in Isaiah chapter 45:7, what? The Lord, he controls evil, or he controls the light and he controls the darkness.
Yep.
So, literally any judgment that you see upon the planet Earth, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is one who's putting that out. And what? The Lord's going to have mercy upon his elect. Which, what? Pretty much the judgment that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to put out is going to be way, or it's going to be a lot more compared to who's saved, the elect.
It says there's going to be many slain at the Lord's judgment, man.
This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach 5. I start at verse 5. Shit, damn. I start at verse 4. It says, "Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me?"
Damn.
Jeez, man.
Yep.
It says, "For Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is long suffering.
Yep.
He will not in no wise let thee go."
Damn. Yep. That's why I should say, has anybody did this? And it's a marvel if he were to go unpunished, right? So no, bro, you're gonna receive your punishment. And in the later end of that scripture that the brother read also said, that you're basically gonna be rewarded for the deeds that you do or something. What was that? The actions or something like that?
Yeah, it says he judgeth a man according to his works.
Yeah, he judges the man according to his works. Okay, whether they're good or bad, like the other scriptures talk about, right? So you're gonna be judged according to your works. We just pray that the good works that we do outweigh any bad works that we've done, throughout our lifetime, throughout our previous lifetimes, man.
Sure.
That's why we try so hard to please the Lord, because we don't know how evil we were back then, and we don't know how if the Lord's gonna because it says a just man falls down 7 times. We ain't perfect. Our righteousness is filthy rags, like the scriptures say. So we try our best, and we hope that our actions, Lord willing, give us that salvation.
Well, it said it was a marvel, but really it's a marvel unto men, because the Lord ultimately has the ultimate plan for this motherfucker. Because if he doesn't, because you got people who do wickedness their whole life and they never suffer nothing, but not knowing that the judgment is going to come in the next life. Man.
Next life. Yep.
Next thing you know, he's 9 years old. He's on a bike. All of a sudden, fucking tractor trailer. Over the Lord is like that for real.
Yeah, look how many generations Esau got away with doing all his wickedness and all his evil. All the stuff that remember, the other nations are under the commandments, but they are not supposed to be putting their authority up over us like that and putting us in slavery. Now remember that was judgment from the Lord, but they still have to answer to that. What's that scripture that says that basically, what was that precept? That although it was basically like to get put on the Israel, he went like a little bit more
further the affliction.
Further affliction, yeah, yep. But you still got to be judged for that. That's why it says prepare slaughter for the iniquity of their forefathers. You got it?
Yeah.
Yo, go get that.
Isaiah 14:21.
Remember, Esau still has to pay for all the evil that he's done over multiple generations. And there's generations where Esau, being the so-called white man, was able to literally rule and do like have no repercussions for anything he did. So there's going to be judgment for that. And then even there's Jake out there that lived their life, and they're going to receive a reward for that, man. And the ultimate judgment is going to be that judgment that's happening at the end times that we're in. So
Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
There you go. So you gotta listen. You're gonna get it one way or another. All right. You're gonna receive your reward one way or another.
That was my grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't in slavery.
Yep.
That's what Esau liked to say.
Exactly.
But that was 300, 200 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's a meme going around that is like of an Edomite on a fucking horse bringing a fucking a doll for his daughter, and it says, "Don't let these people guilt you for your ancestors. They weren't villains." And then Elon Musk liked it. He's like, "Yeah, because it looked like all innocent, like he just coming home to his fucking daughter on a horse with a little doll for his little daughter." And it's Edomite right in the photo, and all the painting. Then Jake posts reposts that same shit with a repost over it, and they got a fucking nigga hanging from with Esau like this. It was like, really? Like showing you like, come on, dog. That fairy tale that you have down there is not fucking true. Yeah. You're a fucking villain. You're evil as shit. So Jake is getting hip to to Esau's tactics of trying to forget or try to have people forget the actual wickedness that they have done. But I got the scripture for you. I believe this is it. This is Zechariah 1 and 15. It says, "I am sore displeased with the heathen that they are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, but they helped forward the affliction."
There you go. See that?
The Lord was displeased with us, but He said even a little displeased. So we were catching hell because we just were hard-headed, children at the end of the day. So He was displeased, but He didn't want to fucking destroy us and not have us be a nation no more. But Esau, Edom, his thought, what it tells you in Ezekiel 35, that his thought was that these two nations, these two people shall be mine.
Yep.
That he was going to rule over the Israelites forever and have them in a vigorous slavery, when every other kingdom that we were under, they let us go and then serve the Lord again. But Esau hasn't let the nation of Israel go and serve the Lord. They didn't do that with the Romans, really. They semi-did it with the Romans, tried to, but you still had to pay taxes and really worship their assimilate to their culture. Same thing with the Greeks. But then now in America hasn't let these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that they're Israelites. Let them come back and build. So not saying that we fucking want to build it in fucking America and shit, but they didn't say, hey, slavery is over. You're Israelites. Go serve your power. They didn't do that.
And they won't give Jake no they won't give him anything even on like the low level, like like the Black Wall Street stuff like that. Like this has nothing to do with like the real true like like the true history. They don't even want no part of Jake rising to any type of like leadership or rulership or anything like that. Even if it's they don't want none of that.
Not even our heritage.
Yep. They definitely don't want us knowing that. They definitely, it's one thing they want to make sure is that we don't know that we're of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's one thing for sure.
That's why they got African American studies. What the fuck is that, man? What the fuck is African American, bro? Like, that shit doesn't even make sense. And on top of that, a lot of Jake is coming to the realization that they was like, most of them was like, yeah, like, some of us came in boats, but some of us is already here, which the Elder Malcolm always goes in, that's true. Jake was already fucking here. And so, the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, they was already here, and they looked like the rest of the tribes and shit. They were dark, woolly hair and shit, and Esau had categorized them as being black too, or being giving them another name other than Israel, So that's the one thing Esau's gonna have to fucking pay for, man. Is it on what I have?
Is it? Got a precept?
Yeah, I can get some.
You got a precept?
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 51 and 9. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies."
There you go.
Yeah. So, Jake still has faith in his kingdom, man. And what Esau has done, he's done a good job of giving these Jakes false hope. All right, and every single time, he let down Jake, but somehow, he got such a his mind in chains, right? Because we're not in the chattel, slavery any longer. But pretty much Esau has put shackles on these people's minds, man. If Esau tell a Jake to jump off a bridge, he'll just dive off a bridge, no questions asked. Okay? And that's why our people is so low as a nation. All right, and here we are, we giving our people the facts, coming from the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and they still go to Esau for the information. Okay, so
that's Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
And the captive got a unbreakable love affair for the fucking. The captive got an unbreakable love affair for his captive.
Yeah.
Let me see your DNA. Did you get DNA tested to make sure you're Israelites?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We'll tell Jake. Jake, the Lord's name is Yahweh Shai. No, not my Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Jesus was olive color. He was Middle Eastern. Oh, the color don't matter. Okay.
And then you ask Jake, When was the Middle East called the fucking Middle East? When they start calling the Middle East?
Yeah.
All right. Well, before let's take. I'll give them a benefit of the doubt. Before they called it the Middle East, what was it called? Matter of fact, what is actually olive? What the fuck is olive? What, like, look up the color olive and see what's the olive. Go see, it's fucking dark brown, man. Majority of Jason is like they aren't black. They're olive color. Nigga, you're olive color. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, so, but Jake got, like brother said, got that Stockholm syndrome where they got what they have in government called fact checkers. And shit. They gotta go to Esau to check the facts and shit. Because they don't believe a so-called Negro can have truth. A so-called Negro, Latino, American, they don't believe that they can have any truth from them. The men of the Lord is coming through the scriptures, which is the ultimate truth, man. Fuck Esau's facts and Bible scholars and all that shit. We got the scriptures, man. That's the ultimate truth. The Lord says so it is, man.
Yep.
Anyone on that, bro?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Got one real fast. This is unless you have something else, bro? This is a little bit more. This is Sirach 5 and 6. This is the point I want to get. It says, and say not his mercy is great, because we was going into the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shai. We know that the mercy of the Lord is great, because hey, man, we go through our daily lives, bro. There's so much shit that the Lord can destroy us for, but the Lord, he doesn't. So we know his mercy is great, man. Because every single one of us, in all reality, according to the scriptures, technically should be dead.
Yeah.
Technically we all should be dead, but we know through the blood of Yahweh Shai, that we've given this grace period, to really establish our faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and get right as much as possible. It says, say not his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. And that's where the fear of the Lord comes in. Like the brother said, the fear of the Lord really is an assessment of, it should be really your survival mechanism, honestly. It should be packed into how you should survive. Assess if the Lord is seeing me right now, would he be pleased in the things that I'm doing right now?
Right.
That's the true fear of the Lord. Like the brother beautifully said, I'm gonna end up doing a lesson on that one, but that's perfectly worded. Is you assess everything through the lens of would the Lord be pleased in my doing? It says for mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. Indignation means righteous anger. So what? We know that mercy and wrath come from the Lord.
Yeah. One's not of the Most High and the other's of Satan. All right, they're both from the Lord. Mercy and wrath. That's right. All right, we understand the mercy of the Lord is great. All right, that's why he's having mercy on us right now, even though we realistically as a nation we should be cut off. But the Lord made a promise with the nation of Israel, made a promise with us that he wasn't going to make a full end of us. He wasn't going to cut us off. So that's that mercy. But don't get it twisted. The Lord also is going to put hell on 2/3 of our people. The scriptures say the righteous are going to scarcely be saved. So where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? The 12 tribes from Judah being the so-called Negroes all the way down to Issachar being the so-called Mexicans, y'all are going to get some serious judgment put upon y'all if you don't turn back to the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, I'll read one more, verse 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Yep, there you go.
And put not off from day to day.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. And you have that. You have Israel putting it off and, not taking shit seriously and just kind of seeing like the way the world is going and saying like, living comfortably in the situation they're in. Like I said, we said that is what it is, spirit. We know that this is not what it is, all right? There's going to be something greater than this, okay?
That's right. Well, even he said the word tarry not only just goes into delay, but you go in the Intermon dictionary, it means to provoke. So when you're delaying to do something, you're really provoking the Lord to anger, especially when regarding turning back to him. The more you wait, the more pissed off the Lord is. It's like you have a son or a daughter. You told them to go clean the fucking dishes, and you meant to do it right. You told them to do it right then, right there, and they fucking wait to do it 3 hours later. That's gonna fucking piss you off. So how much more the Lord? Lord told you to turn back to him, but you're on your couch. You're fucking saying, I could do it tomorrow. You don't think that's pissing off the Lord? Mm-hmm. Because who are you to say you're gonna live the next moments to even fucking do it?
Yep.
This is where the fear of the Lord is instrumental. Like brothers keep on saying, it says, make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh by Shema Shai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Shai come forth.
Yep.
You know, and you know that sudden destruction. What? Peace and safety.
Yeah.
Then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, it's the reason why in Esdras it talks about, you know, a woman in labor, how, you know, after she goes through those 9 months, those labor pains, they're not slack, they come. So leading up to that, you know, you can't you even sit there and say like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna feel no pain. When the fucking pains come, you don't feel them, man. That's why it says, like the plagues, they shall not slack. Okay. So they're you know, although it seems like there's a calm, there's surely going to be a storm. All right.
Right.
The saying goes, "It's calm before the storm." You know, there's no pain. There's no real pains right now. The really only pain that people seen was the damn COVID 2020.
Yep.
And the freaking, you know, being locked up in their houses, not being able to do a damn thing.
That's right.
It was beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Like I said, it's beautiful to see these things unfold and see how these people, you know, react to everything. You know. Then you got like all these natural disasters. They're coming, you know, with a bang, man. These are like the largest this, the largest that, the worst this, the worst that. You know,
That's right.
the world's the largest wildfire, you know, that's been this X amount of time, ever since fucking 200 or whatever, you know, 1920s or whatever the hell.
Yeah, that's right.
200 years ago. It hasn't been this bad since XYZ, you know. So it's we're seeing a lot of extremes on every side. You know, the worst it's ever been. You know.
That's right. It says I'll read the last part again. It says, this is Sirach 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, and not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, come forth, and in thy security that shall be destroyed,
There you go.
perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah.
And we know vengeance means what? Evil done unto you for the evil that you have done. All right? So when the Lord says he's going to have spears created for vengeance, okay? Don't tarry, because what? In your security, when you think everything's going right for you, vengeance is going to come upon you. It's really to put fear into you so you can turn back unto him really as a safety mechanism. You know?
Yeah.
You know? The Lord's fear is a safety mechanism at the end of the day. The fear of the Lord. The majority of people are not going to reverence the Lord, and they're going to end up having fear in the worst way. Instead of reverence fear, it's going to be fear, dreadful fear, so to speak. Right? You know, when these things come upon you, when a fucking snake comes down from your fucking ceiling the size of fucking a tractor trailer and shit, and fucking wraps you like the fucking movie Anaconda and shit.
Yeah.
Shit like that real happened. The apparitions, you know, the fucking it clowns and shit popping up in your crib, fucking dancing and fucking killing your ass and shit, bro. Like shit like that really is gonna happen, surprisingly out here. But the Lord says he's gonna bring the vengeance upon Jake that don't want to get right.
Y'all precept too.
I'm done with this, brother.
So Genesis chapter 25, verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter,
Yep.
a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. Okay, so this is Esau, the so-called white man. Now, an example of that being, in this day and age, of him being a cunning hunter, would be him using foods as weapons, or using the music as weapons to influence the mind of the people. The drugs, the different artificial garbage that they put in of the foods to feed our people, as well as the music. An example of that would be Popeye's Church's Chicken. You know what I'm saying? What are they putting those type of chickens to keep guys addicted? You know what I'm saying? MSG, you know what I'm saying? Sugars, different sugars. They tell you that in the movie, within Netflix. It's called They Clone Tyrone. How they study our people. You know what I'm saying? What does a hunter do when he's in the field? You know what I'm saying? An example of a field would be a land or a house or some type of support. You know what I'm saying? A man in the field has bushes that he can hide in.
Right.
He has different areas in which he can move around and maneuver around to
Yeah.
what? To catch his prey.
Right. He recognizes
Right.
he recognizes the habitat of his prey. He recognizes the calls that they make, the smells that they have. Right. Esau goes crazy when it comes to like deer hunting. You know, he has the sounds. You know, he has antlers that he can, you know, ruffle together to make it sound like there's, you know, whatever to draw that. There's even, I think, deer pheromones that he sprays on himself just to, you know, bring in the deer. But yeah, and like to your point, like the modern day way of Esau doing that is like he does, like just talk about the devil seeking whom he may devour. he does do that, right? He does learn, you know, Jake's ways and tries to devour him by means of, you know, the internet or social media or whatever the hell he can to put on, you know, to prey on the downfall of Jake, right?
The surveys, the senses, those are
different frequencies that they play in the music. To what? To invoke violence, some type of violent crime. You know what I'm saying? Killing one another, them killing their own brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the foods that he put out there, they realized that Negroes like chicken. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the hood, you go to any hood, you always seen a Crown Fried Chicken, you always seen a KFC. You don't see that shit in the hood. You don't see that type of stuff, those type of restaurants where those so-called white people live. You only see it in our neighborhood, in our people's neighborhoods.
Well, this is why the Lord said that those that fear Him. I'm gonna try to look for it. Those that, but I remember what it says. It says those that fear Him are gonna escape the perverse man. You know, and that perverse goes into one that turns someone away from the Lord. You know,
that's why it says here that he was a cunning hunter, because he studies you. He's very wise with you. He deals with our people wisely, the same way that Pharaoh dealt with our people wisely. You know what I'm saying? He studies you. He sees how you react to certain things. He said, okay, so this works, this don't work. Okay, this is working right here, and then he used it as a piloting system to see how he could get control over our people, because he's not going to get control over the elect. Only the 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
Yeah, like that word cunning means to know. And the etymological definition is skillfully deceitful. And he'll dress himself up like the wolf on Little Red Riding Hood and open up the borders and let the northern kingdom come in. And then when the next politician come in, they close the border up and then enact all these laws to basically say you're a terrorist and throw you in jail. They brought the northern kingdom, they opened the borders up, brought the northern kingdom in here, fattened them up, gave them stipends, all kind of money a month, fattened them up, got them comfortable, and now the next president coming in saying, y'all illegal aliens, we're gonna do everything in our power to deport you and basically prosecute you. When you just opened up the borders for me. That's the skillful hunting, that's a cunning hunter, skillfully deceitful.
It talks about laying traps, right? That's traps, man. Traps laid away for Jake, man.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, you know, Esau's done that time and time again with the northern kingdom, like the Gadites, right? Esau came, you know, the Gadites pretty much taught them how to survive, you know, how to live and things like that. Then what has Esau done? You know, break all these different treaties, you know. Once he finds out how, you know, Gad thrives, you know, he takes all that away, you know, he takes him, he destroys Gad with the sword, you know, puts him in different you know, environments, so Esau can thrive in a certain you know, colony and such. Okay, so Esau has done it time and time again with his deceitfulness. Okay.
I got one.
Jeremiah 5 verse 5. I will get me unto great men and will speak unto them. Who are that great men? The men of the Lord. The Lord revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. It says, for they have known the way of the Lord. But we out here in the highways and the byways, because we know the way of the Lord. We pushing forth this truth to do what? To whip the elect of. It says, in the judgment of their power. But these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds. Because you can't fool us with your trickery no more. We got knowledge and wisdom and understanding, and also we got the Kakodas, the Holy Spirit. So we know who our enemy is, we know the name of our Lord, you know, and we know the end of things. It says, wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them, and a leopard shall watch over their cities. And who are those three beasts? Esau Edom. He's the lion, he's the leopard, and he's the wolf, and he's watching over our cities. It says, and it said, every one that goeth out thence shall be torn to pieces, because their transgressions are many, and their backslidings are increasing. Who is that? 2/3 of our people is going to be hit with that furbished, sharpened sword. That's going to be given to the hands of the slayer. Our number one enemy, Esau Edom.
I got one for you. This is Proverbs 2 and verses 11 to 15. It says, discretion shall preserve thee, and discretion is when knowing when to and when not to do something. And men of the Lord have that ultimate that wisdom when and when not to do something.
Right.
Our people,
because the spirit of the Lord is resting upon them and working through them. That's why they have that discretion.
That's right.
The majority of our people have the spirit of Satan on them. They don't have no discretion. Right.
Do anything, man. It says, understanding shall keep thee to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, those perverse things, the things that make you turn away from the Lord. It says, who leave the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of wickedness. It says, whose ways are crooked and they forward in their path.
And that's the thing too, like, you know, it's so easy to get caught up in all the wickedness and the evil and the unrighteousness, because it's so widely accepted, right? And especially when you're young, you know, you want to be accepted, right? You're trying to, you know, a lot of times when you're young, you're trying to find your foe, right? So you rebel against your parents. You know, your parents just want to do what's right for you, and then you just want to go off and do your own fucking thing. You know, get into drugs, like, because why? You're trying to find your tribe, so to speak, right? So, you know, getting with the wrong crowd, and it's just easy. Why? Because that shit's uplifted. Why is that shit uplifted? Why is it so easy to be so damn wicked in a damn elementary school, high school? Like, at a young age, you can be wicked and it be like the coolest thing. Right. Like, how is it like that's the problem with this society and this kingdom, man. It's built on wickedness. So even at a young age, you know, those of you that have kids, you know, you kind of fear about how, like, no matter how much you try to have your son be in uprightness or your daughter be in uprightness, they're always going to be tempted by the wicked and the wickedness of this kingdom. And then since it's so widely accepted, it's more than likely they're going to, you know, fall in trap of that. Because why? Because they don't want to be an outcast. The majority of people don't want to be outcasts. They want to be accepted of people. You know, especially our people. Our people want to be accepted of Esau so goddamn fucking bad that they'll literally try to be Esau. You know?
Yeah, and they also say our people are wise to do evil, but too good. They have
exactly, right. So they see everyone around them doing evil, like it just plays on that, you know, that structure to just want to do evil. You know?
Yep. I have a scripture.
Go. We're gonna go back to you guys. Still got a point to make, right?
This is the Valley of the Dry Bones, the title. This is Ezekiel 37:1. The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. 2. And caused me to pass them round about, and behold, they were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And that's the point where these people don't understand. They want to vote. They want to be accepted by a lot of other people. They don't understand what we're trying to preach over here for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because they're very dry. They don't have no anointment.
How they dry?
They're fucking dead, man. They got nothing flowing in them, man. Nothing.
Well, listen, why tremors not ways for love, though?
Yeah, the scriptures also say he that wandered by the way of understanding shall
Make
remain in
the congregation of the dead. Yep.
Right. Yeah, like, because Jake, you know, it's a saying, like, Jake be a product of their environment, which that only don't, like, just apply to you growing up in poverty, going up into the hood, but you go outside, look around, you got a whole bunch of moles or people committing adultery, okay, you know, worshiping these different false idols, all right, you got these different fucking simps, okay, because, you know, being a simp is looked at as a good thing. Putting a woman on a pedestal, that's looked as a good thing in this society, man. You know, all sorts of fucking wickedness, man.
That's right.
All right, it's not just about, you know, you going outside and you seeing Jake going to jail, all right, and murdering his brother, which that's of course that's wickedness. All right, but it's wickedness all around this place. All right, we in Babylon the Great, okay. You know, everywhere you go. You know, everywhere I met with the Lord go, we get vexed. You know, just looking around, you know, we get vexed, man, from these people. You know, seeing them commit all sorts of wickedness, man. So.
And it's specifically frustrating, you know, and angering to us because, you know, we're trying our best to do good, and then it's just, you know, we're constantly met at the opposition of the evil.
Right.
And that evil is what's upheld, right? So we're constantly looked at as the bad guys, you know, like, oh, you know, who cares what, you know, how they love and what they do with their bodies, man. Fuck all that, man. It's a damn disgrace. It's disgusting to see. I hate when I have to see, you know, two moes walking down, you know, holding hands.
Right.
You know, and then they fucking dress fucking weird. You know, like their whole demeanor's fucking weird. It's all weird.
Yeah, and it's a reason for all them things. It brings confusion. You know, you defiling your temple. You being abusers of mankind. All right, you have a wicked ass spirit on you. All right.
Yeah, even down to like something like smoking cigarettes, man. Like, I don't want to fucking have to breathe that shit in. I had to fucking, you know, go to the damn the market. And I had to go get a shopping cart with my son, and this fucking dude smoking a cigarette, talking about, oh, sorry, man, and walked off with a cigarette. But it's like, yo, that shit's still right there, man. Like, the only fucking shopping carts are right here.
And if it wasn't for the Spirit of the Lord that rests upon us, it would seem like our works that we're doing are to no avail.
Yeah.
You know, because people looking at us like,
we're just looking at just angry man just screaming, just do that. No, that's why you gotta vote. No, man. That's why I gotta continue to push this word and to continue to give him no rest. I'm gonna continue to curse y'all out. I'm gonna continue to use harsh words that you don't like. I'm gonna continue to tell y'all fucking wicked. All right.
Yeah, and you know it's crazy because you'll have people actually walk around. You know, they'll cover the eyes and the ears of their little ones.
Oh, yeah.
You see a damn transformer walking up across the street.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do that. All right, or you're gonna be looked at as bad in this society. They're like, oh, he's phobic.
Yeah.
He's phobic.
Imagine if I did that to my son every time I see him. Like, oh, you don't want to be like that.
Yeah. Whoa.
Hey, no, but it's all good. You know, if we're here, you know, they walk by.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because kids are like openly blatant. You know, mommy, daddy, what's wrong with that man? He's a fucking weirdo. Like,
I know, like their spirit, like children's spirits are like naturally kind of already. Because I've seen it multiple times. Yeah. They're like, children will look at shit that's out of place. Like, what the fuck is that? I always say brothers because they're fresh out the spiritual realm. They haven't been real fully tailored to the worldly things yet. But like, you see a kid will actually like, Dad, why the fuck is that man wearing a dress?
Yeah, exactly.
You be like, you gotta explain to him, damn, son. Yeah. So there's people in this world that are fucking weirdos and shit. And there's this woman on the internet, which is a good thing. It was Eve. It was Eve, but she was telling her son, she's like, we're gonna be ourselves. We're not gonna do any of this shit. If they tell you wear a dress, we're not gonna wear it, right? The son's like, no. He said, they tell you a girl, you gotta tell them no, that you're a boy. He's like, oh yeah, I don't want to be. Little boy's like, no, hell no, I don't want to be a girl. I like being a boy. And I'm like, and it made me smile because I'm like, there's some, you know, I'm like, damn, okay, Jake. There's still some Jake out there that got a little bit of the fucking shoes on there.
And that goes into like, you know, Esau being that skillful hunter, like the brother was going into. Like, he knows to prey on like the what's that called, man? When you basically don't like the self-esteem, they know to prey on the self-esteem of the little ones, man. Like, oh, you don't like the way you look, you don't like your body, that's okay, you can change it. You want to be a man or a woman. Like, he preys on the self-esteem, and you know, this whole society is set up to like basically breaks the self-esteem of those down. So they're all constantly just, you know, basically feeling, you know, whatever. Like the reason why the women are so attention deprived is because of their self-esteem, and it's constantly played upon their self-esteem. They can't possibly be accepted of their body. They have to flaunt it, show it, make sure everybody can fucking compliment them on them all the damn time. They have to constantly get that validation. Why is that?
Yep.
It's set up to plague their minds, and we I think we brought it out a couple weeks ago, and you know, always bring it out about how, like, you know, like things like Instagram and TikTok and all that, you know, they constantly are on these platforms to get that validation that they long for. Like, they always need it, and it just makes it even. It's like a drug that they put on full blast with like Instagram and TikTok and all that, where they can do their fucking stupid little dances. Where the fuck they are, they want to do these stupid little dances to be seen by people.
Well, it's like, it shows you that. See, the Heavenly Father, there's only begotten Son. You know, the Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh. The Heavenly Father's spirit is not on all of Israel right now. It's only on the elect.
Right.
And we know that ultimately we can't be at our full potential as Israelites in this captivity. Because in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to embody that spirit of the Heavenly Father, which is to be. Yep. You know? You can't just be an Israelite here in America and stuff. There's always some. We gotta, I gotta check this fucking pork. It got pork in this shit.
Yep.
We just can't be and stuff, man. Right. And the thing, like you said, with the self-esteem, you should be able to just be, you know. But we live in a wicked society where the wicked is ruling, so the people are mourning.
You gotta tell somebody, oh, you don't want to. Why do you celebrate Thanksgiving? We don't celebrate Christmas. You know?
A beautiful ass woman. I mean, technically be drop dead gorgeous, so to speak. But she's over here like, oh, I'm so fucking ugly. And you like, and she really believes that shit. I'm looking at her like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, you have a plague going on in your mind right now. It's like, you can't just look at yourself and be like, okay, I'm all right. I'm cool with myself.
Just be okay with that. Shit, if you're ugly, who the fuck cares? Like, why does it matter? shouldn't even matter if you. Yeah, that's come on now.
It looked like Nicki Minaj. That's why she wanted the blonde.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
But you can go back to your point. We're about to wrap things up in a few minutes or so. So like we get the last few precepts.
Right.
I mean, I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about Esau being a skillful hunter, and then you were talking about how basically you're trying to build a case on how like back then it's skillful hunter, but today's day and age he's a skillful hunter on your mind.
Yeah, with different restaurants. Just like I said, if you want to see where niggas is, all you gotta do is put on the map. Just put crown fried chicken for KFC. That's all you gotta do. If you want to be like, okay, I want to avoid certain bad areas, how do I find that out? Just do that. I mean, it works every time. Every time that you go past a crown fried chicken or KFC, you see Negroes there. It's controlled there.
Exactly.
You see Martin Luther King fucking Boulevard.
What's something else? What's I lost my train of thought.
That's funny. You know, they call those restaurants, but really, when you go into the etymology, restaurant means food that restores.
Yeah, restores. Replenish. Yep.
Meanwhile, all that shit got nothing but fucking a whole bunch of salt, sodium, shit. Fucking, makes you feel like crazy afterward, like
groggy and
groggy,
shit.
Yep.
I lost my train of thought.
Little one, if you come back to you, we can bring it back out. Anybody, brother, got some precept?
I got precept. So this Amos chapter 5 and 10, it says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Damn.
They abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Right, we were saying about right. Like, they shield the little ones from hearing it. Right, they get mad that we come out here, fucking dude back in Philly. Hey, how you're out here every week? Every week y'all out here, like mad at us for coming out and just doing the work of the Lord. You know, go ahead. We have many times, bitches talk about, niggas in cloth, talking shit, right? Getting mad that we just out here just doing the will of the Lord, man. Because realistically, we cover all aspects of the scriptures. Sometimes, we in a lighthearted mood. Other times we we getting on y'all. But it's all the parts of the scriptures. It's all parts of the Spirit of the Lord, Yep. Ultimately, the hope is that you hearing these words are a conviction of spirit, and you return back to the Lord, like that lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? So there's going to be some offenses that you might feel, but it is what it is. Like, we're trying to let you know that you're wrong, and that the way you're moving, the actions you're doing are wrong, and they have consequences attached to them. And you can wait for the Lord to enact them consequences. Or you can get right and hopefully, attain a pleasure in the Lord and receive salvation.
Yep.
And then for the rest of you nations, man, just fucking keep doing what you're doing, man. Yep. Keep doing what you're doing because the Lord got judgment for you too. Go ahead.
God. So it says in the NLT for Amos chapter 5 and 10, it says how you hate. So it says in the NLT. So it says how you hate honest judges, how you despise people who tell the truth. Yeah, hey, that's what we're doing. All we're doing is just telling the truth, as what Apostle Paul said. How's it going? Pretty much they despise me for just saying the truth.
Yep.
That's all we're doing.
Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
That's the one.
They said honest judges, so we judge honestly though. We don't judge out of our own favor, or we see somebody fucking like and shit. Like, let's say fucking LeBron James comes up, just because he's fucking LeBron James, we ain't gonna tell him like, hey bro, we're gonna get on his ass, bro. Just like we would get on Jake regularly that walk by, we get on people that so-called got some type of status we get on their ass. Right. Shit, we good on each other. So it shows you that our people that hate honest judges at the end of the day. They hate people that tell the actual truth and not how they want you to tell the truth, so to speak. Not your truth, but they was like, well, tell me your truth. No, we're telling you the truth of the Bible, the truth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. There is no your truth or my truth. There's only one truth.
So it says, just one more in the CSB for Amos chapter 5 and 10. It says they hate the one who convicts the guilty at the city gate.
Damn.
And
hate someone. Yeah, because they don't want to listen, man. And people feel guilty for that. That's why they don't like to just, these bitches don't like to say that they're the OnlyFans creator. They have to say they're content creator. They don't want to just say listen, I'm a slut on the internet. They don't want to say that because why? Because they don't want to have any type of badness attached to them. That's why these women don't want to say how many dudes they slept with. They would rather try to argue with you and say, oh, that shouldn't matter. They will argue to you tooth and nail saying, it doesn't matter how many I slept with. It shouldn't matter to you, and you're weird for even thinking that it should matter. Instead of just saying, like, listen, it's 1,000 bodies. You know, actually, I lost count at 300. Like, instead of just being honest, these women don't want no shame attached to them. That's why when we start throwing that rebuking, and everyone sees it, it kind of hurts their own spirit. Like, damn, they're basically catching strays. If we're getting on somebody, or even on the camera, and someone comes by, they're catching a stray, like, oh, fuck that, and that hurt me too, man. That's me. You know, they feel like, damn, that's me that's getting hit. That's why sometimes they get so aggressive and they want to now fight us.
When a person refrains from speaking out on something, it's because they're either doing it themselves or they desire to do it in the future.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? So, you Moes, you have that pride spirit, right? You have that proud spirit. So how comes is it when we talk about y'all get pissed off? Shouldn't you be gay and proud? Right? That's what it is, right? That proud spirit. Let's talk about the pride, right? Let's see where that pride's gonna get you. The Lord's gonna beat you down for that pride. Okay, but if I say what the Lord says is gonna happen to you, Moses, all of a sudden, you don't want to, you get defensive, you're getting upset. You start to freaking try to, invoke some sort of fighting or whatever like that.
That's right.
It is fucking one super flaming Mo, all right? Back, a couple years ago, talking about, yes, there is 3 black men and 1 white guy. We don't stop fucking recording me. I don't know if y'all probably been too young for that. But that was way back. This fucking, yes, I need an officer to 10th and Market. This fucking flaming Mo, man. And didn't do nothing, just offended. Just didn't do nothing though. And the cops never even came either. So who the fuck is this man screaming on the phone like this? But Salaki. Anyways, but you got more of that?
Yeah, it's more.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more precepts and we'll wrap it up. But
so it says in the CSB for Amos chapter 5 and 10, if they hate the one who convicts the guilty, it says at the city gate, and they despise the one who speaks with integrity.
Damn, yep.
The scriptures say, true faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a price.
You say that again? Go ahead.
True faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a price.
Yep, there you go. As we, and that's why it says, we're an enemy with the world, because we're constantly at variance with the world. So since we're, like I said it before, like, with like scales, right? On a snake, if you go the one direction, it's nice and smooth. You go the opposite direction, it's abrasive. It doesn't want you to go that way, right? So that's the way we are to the world. We're going in against the grain, okay? And it's abrasive to everybody. It's uncomfortable to them, right? Same thing with a bird, right? When you pet a bird, you're supposed to pet a bird in the direction of the way the feathers lay. If you go up the direction of the feathers, it makes the bird really uncomfortable, and it's harmful to the bird. We are harmful to Esau, all right? We are harmful to Esau because we're going against the grain. Go ahead. Yep. And it's making us a prey, man. It's making us a prey to be devoured. But luckily for us, the Lord is on our side, because we're on the side of righteousness. We're out here for Yahweh Shema Shai's sake and to push His word. Go ahead.
Yeah, the scriptures say the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the rod of the righteous. Lest the righteous put forth his hands into iniquity.
There you go. Yep, and that's the righteous put it forth through iniquity.
Yep. Got something.
You got something? Go ahead, come with yours. You want to end on yours?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got any last precepts? Last precepts? All right. Come with yours and we'll end on yours.
This is the book of Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause of the kind after many to wrest judgment.
Damn, read that again and break it down.
Yeah. Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to rest judgment. And like the brother was going into, when Jake, especially when their kids growing up, they feel a sense to fit in. All right, do what everybody else is doing. But we live in a kingdom that everybody else is committing a wickedness. Okay, like I remember. The Apostle Tahar said, if Christianity was the truth, we'd be in the kingdom already. Yeah. All right. So it's something. We're supposed to be the oddballs. We're supposed to be the outcasts of this society. All right. It's something about it, and when you go into the scriptures, you got to be able to filter through and be like, okay, it's something about Christianity that it can't be the truth. Roman Catholicism, it can't be the truth. Islam, it can't be the truth. But we coming out as the Hebrew Israelites, saying who we truly are as a people. And pretty much giving these people the righteous judgment. Now we're the ones who's demonized, right? So already, just based off of that fact, all right, we're already in a better position than these other people because they doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, and you know, being a mole can't be of anything of the truth because the world accepts it, right? The literal world accepts that. It's okay to be a mole, man.
Yeah.
You're literally you're praised if you just came out and said what you say. You know, every time there's some sort of person up, you know, whether it be a sports person or something like that coming out, like, oh, that's such a beautiful thing, right? Like, that's how you know that that's wicked, man, because the world's with it. The scriptures talk about how if you were of the world would love his own, but you're not of the world, therefore the world hated you. And that's how you can determine what's good and what's bad, by whether or not the world accepts you or not. That's why, you know, you talk about us being the real quote-unquote Jews, right? You know, but then if you say that word, you know, you're basically immediately canceled, right? That's why, you know, there's billboards when you're going down I-95 talking about stop Jew hate or whatever like the hell it is. Yeah, y'all seen that? Yeah, I'm like, this fucking place, bro.
Yep.
Go ahead. Yeah, you said you got something?
You said
okay,
you just quoted it.
Yep.
I had that John 15 and 18.
There you go.
But you brought it out.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 16 and 18. Simple. It says, "Pride go before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." You know, and ultimately, this America, you know, the cities are proud, which means talk about the people are proud in these cities, and the pride of America is ultimately what's going to get it destroyed, man, because they have basically, you know, put themselves in a place where they told themselves that they're going to uphold the Bible, but then they go totally against the Lord and throw out the book and bring up their own law, statutes, commandments, so to speak. You know, Esau does his own code of law. You know, so what? Now that you want to be prideful and not, now that you, same beat, man. Now that you want to be prideful and not even seek after the Lord whatsoever, the society is going to be crumble, you know, and fall ultimately because the Israelites are here and the Lord is going to deliver His elect out of this place, but because the pride of this place, we know ultimately it's going to fall because of his pride.
It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So, you know, this place is going to go down, whether you're with it, you know, if you're with it, you know, it's going to go down. If you're without it, it's going to go down. It's just, well, okay, what side are you going to be? What side do you want to be on when this place does go down, right? And it's going to go down that fire of destruction. You want to be on the side that goes down with it. You want to be on the side that gets delivered, and you're able to witness this place go down, right? You're able to see it go down, right? In that 1 hour, so that whole place, that whole city, Babylon, shall be destroyed. You know, what side do you want to be on? Lord willing, I'm on the side that's able to see it, all right, while I'm up in the chariots looking down at it, right?
That's right.
So, with that, we want to say, Panya Hakwadam. We want to say, Kol Halal Yahweh.
Yahweh, Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
We want to say double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. We want to say shalom to Akim. And until next time, you know, above.
Above.